on my dogs, never switched on my bros. And I always put the money for the hoes. But there's things I've done that nobody knows. I've been good from the start, I do everything with heart. I can put that on my soul.
Buckroll.
But there's things I've done that nobody knows. No, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. But there's things I've done that nobody knows. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. Things that I've done that nobody knows. Ooh.
Yeah, long story short, it was me in the smoke. To know the business with a sack, enough to last me, you know. Dog, we grabbed it and go, cause cops patrolling on the block and they moving real slow. And I miss the evil, can't seem to see them, but I was there, devil like Knievel. When there's time when I was eager, lit a bad motherfucker. In the hood like no other, I was only in my prime. Spreading, scraping the surface, not knowing what was coming. But later on, finding out the harder way, but it never kept me from hustling. So with that said, bet about my bread, and if you cross me, then catch the lead from the heat. Out the front seat, gotta blast them in dick. Out here smashing the whip, sticking the top of my shit, cause I ain't never had shit, dog. Where I grew up in the trenches, that's what you have to handle up no matter what. Cause in the rut, you gotta push to get up out the mud, and if you stuck, you fuck.
Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. But there's things I've done that nobody knows. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. Things that I've done that nobody knows.
I done learned a lot through the suffering and pains. Can't expect to change when you stuck up in your ways. Twisting up this haze, get me lost up in my thoughts. Dodging all these cops, selling drugs up in the spot. Pistol packing, nickel bagging, usually lead to chasing dragons. Flip a package like gymnastics, watch the money triple F. I was a greedy bastard coming from this emptiness. Depression hit me hard, wonder why this what he left me with. Rock bottom, slowly turning to a safe space. Carbon X's in a bullet, said he's 38. Duck another state case, it's like I got 9 lives. It's all my fault, both my moms and my pops tried. Mentally incarcerated, suicide was creeping in. Trying to block the hangout, devil keep on sneaking in. Nothing but delinquents, then a lot that no one even knows. Way before the internet and none of it has been exposed.
Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. But there's things I've done that nobody knows. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. Things that I've done that nobody knows.
My uncle taught me how to stuff a Philly with some good green. My mama told me never talk to cops. Older brother taught me how to knock them down when I swing. I learned to never show your face from my pops. Get it? I done learned a lot from burning pot to serving knocks and swerving blocks with burners cocked to murder spots. We swerving thoughts cause birdies talk. Get you locked and hit your spot with sniffing dogs and big old chops. And give me a minute to think of the cause. Oh yeah, that pillow talk. You flip or flop within this game. Jack and Jaws will get you flamed. I put the pause to plenty lames who rattled off too many names. Like yeah, I know them killers too. Lil' homie, let me get at you. That ain't the way to validate yourself, just what a snitch would do. Inside a police interview to lessen up a bit or two. When I was pulled into that room, they couldn't get my lips to move. I sat in front of 12 when I was 12 from an attempted. And when I die, I'll probably go to hell for things I'll never mention. Cause